Hello again, everybody. My name is Dale DuFay, and right in front of me is Mary Hall.
Hey
How you
guys, good
doing, Mary?
morning. I'm doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing good today.
Yeah, we just getting at the end of a hot spell. That's why we're dressed for summer. Plus, we're going over to H2 to replace all the lock sets for Levi, your son, who's living there now at H2. So we got work to do there. We're going to be venting the attic. I don't know if we're doing that today or not. But I wanted to show you, Mary mentioned that we forgot to highlight that we got all the ceiling fans in. Some of you may have noticed it when we did the previous video, but we got all the ceiling fans in every room. Isn't that nice? And then we got the really cool lights for the kitchen. And then we got these kind of match, but one is for over the table. But turn them on once, Mary. They got a really cool light bulbs in them too. Oh, you can't really tell. But go ahead and turn it off, Mary. They're really really fancy light bulbs. So that's really cool. And what else? Oh yeah, that one under the counter. That's actually an outdoor light, but it's kind of a weird place for a fixture. But we went ahead and used it. Go ahead and turn it on there. But that thing is pretty bright, isn't it? But it's perfect for when we need lighting in the kitchen here. So. And then we got the ceiling lights in the bedrooms as well. Ceiling fans, I'm sorry. Those are really nice. We got kind of a fancy, well, like a modern one, real sleek. And it's actually like jet black. So, is that the masseuse the mighty? I just wanted to make sure I pointed it out to Red Storm that at least I make my bed most of the time. I didn't last time because Samson was laying on it. But you could see the dirt from him. But there's Stewie, and who else is that? Gus. So they're sleeping together on Mary's bed, and then I got the masseuse on mine. But forgive us for that. But I do always try to make mine. I never used to, but I have in my later years because I guess it's supposed to be good. But we got most things hung up in here. We're not going to get too crazy. And then there's a fan in that room. What's that, Ma?
Yeah, because we still got to fix it in there.
Yeah, we got to do a lot of work still, but we're waiting until we get to go ahead. But
there's Bobby.
And Bobby, of course. There's my buddy Bobby. But across the street, you can't really see it from here. But maybe if I zoom in, but see through the trees, right through the trees there is a mobile home. And the owner of this farm lived in this house and then worked out of that mobile home with this farm stuff. And we were given permission to go through it. There's tons of stuff in there. But I did find one really cool thing. Yep. We always knew that the guy who lived here and owned this huge farm he worked on the Alaskan pipeline in the 70s. He was a certified welder, and in fact, because we were going through everything over there, we saw paperwork saying that he actually is on the Welders Wall of Fame. Now, I'm not sure what that's all about, but I imagine it's pretty significant. And then we did find this. I mean, look at this thing. I did some research on it. Obviously, it's the state of Alaska, and it was cut out with the acetylene torch. That, in and of itself, is remarkable. Very difficult to do because this steel is like over a ½ inch thick. And you could see the scale with my hand. It's about 12 inches from here to here and 13 inches from here to here. So that's the scale of it. But what's really interesting is it's got remarkable detail. It's got an etching of an elk here. It's got everywhere where there's a brass peg is the name of a city. This is Fairbanks, or Anchorage, I'm sorry. Fairbanks is right there. And then it's got the Valdez and the pipeline, of course. And I'm not sure. I think this is the Yukon River. I should look it up before I say. But this is definitely the pipeline. You can see the oil derricks here, the drilling. And then down at the bottom of the pipeline is a oil tanker etched. Isn't that amazing? And then that's a polar bear there on some, whatever ice or snow there. which is represented in the etching. It's really amazing, and the rest is what they call bluing, I believe, where this is similar to what they do to gun barrels, and you can see the whole thing is got a lot of patina in it and stuff. It's because it's 50 years old, and then it's got volcanoes here, and that is so cool. Mount Rainier, which is now Mount McKinley, and that's was obviously Mount Rainier when the person made this. We're not sure if the person, the farmer that owned this, that worked on the pipeline, made this. It's possible he did, because there are others that I've seen online, and none of them are near as detailed as this, with the elk, Mount Rainier, the polar bear, the oil derrick, the oil tanker. This really, and each one of these pegs obviously probably represents a pumping station to keep the oil flowing. And so it's very, very detailed. And the really cool part about it is it shows the curvature. Let me pick it up here. You actually see it curved. It represents the curvature of the earth. That's really neat. It's as though they cut this out of a globe, a giant globe. But that's how accurate it is. The thing is crazy, and it weighs a ton. So I think this does have some value to it, because they're very rare. Because they didn't have time, those welders, to be making
Right.
something like that. Because I'll guarantee that everything took forever just to neatly cut this out perfectly, almost perfectly, and then to put the curvature in it, to have it blued and etched and all that. It must have took forever to make this. I know they were on, it took over 10, I think about 10 years to do the pipeline after they got through all the legal stuff. And that was, again, in the 1970s. This is made by a certified welder, perhaps the person who owned this property. It's very interesting. So I'm going to do some more research, and we'll let you know. So, is there anything else you wanted to say, Mary, before we end this video?
Just wanted to say I love you guys, and just got back from the doctors, and I got an awesome doctor. He because it's been a rough month again, because the place messed up. Did the
Yeah, the
same
insurance
thing
cut
again
you
to
off
my
again, did you?
insurance, Yeah. And I literally had to go and get my back child support stopped and sign a good faith release
Forgiveness.
thing
Yeah.
of the child support, and get that cut off of my income.
Yeah. So they're making you cut all your
Yeah.
income, including YouTube.
Yeah.
So she had to, demonetize her YouTube channel, and that's really stupid. And then, of course, they reinstated you again. And I also am Mary's caregiver, and I get paid every 2 weeks. And of course, when they cut her off, then I don't get paid.
Yeah, so that messed him up this month again.
Well,
so
it
he didn't get paid.
messed all of us up, because we all share in the expenses here.
And so he gave me 2 Wendy's $25 gift cards. Which
Oh,
I
isn't it
thought
something
was
at Wendy's?
awesome.
Yeah. So that's
And because we don't have any coffee or anything, they gave me they had 5 or 6 K-cups, because we have a K-cup machine of decaf coffee, which
right, but
I'm thankful
the
for
thought,
it, but
the
it's
thought,
the thought that counts
yeah,
there
sure,
when it comes to the coffee.
sure, that's cool.
But-
Yeah, they've got a really good doctor. Are you
Yeah,
gonna?
doctor's
By the way, are you gonna live?
Yep, I'm gonna live.
All right,
Really.
that's awesome. But again, for those of you who are new to the channel and are unaware, Mary is recovering from a major stroke that killed her. Actually, she was dead for 7 minutes, and then came back to life. And I promised to take care of her for the rest of her life. So she's stuck with me. She probably gets sick of me, I imagine so. But anyway.
Without any coffee, it's gonna be a little grouchy
Yeah.
around here, and
Oh,
cat
right.
treats and
Right.
Gus's cat food.
Oh boy.
I just gave him his last one this morning.
So any donations would be greatly appreciated. Is that correct, Mary? And
Yeah, that would be
So you
awesome,
have
but-
links below that can
Yep.
very safely and simply donate
3
anything you
links
can.
below.
Anything you can.
But I love you guys, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and staying nice and cool in this heat we're having everywhere.
Ours is easing up, and we're supposed to be, the humidity's
Yeah.
supposed to be dropping tomorrow, and it's reasonable
Finally.
temperatures, yeah. So, but that's where we stand, and again, all the, also you have links to other people's channels.
Yep.
Go check them out, and please subscribe. I mean, it's a
Hit
big
thumbs
deal.
up.
It's a big deal. I
It's
remember when
awesome.
Mary's channel was growing, and it was very exciting, you know, and it was thanks to
I gotta get to my comments too. I know there's comments that I haven't been able to get to. I gotta get to those guys. I'm sorry. I will get to them.
I've seen you working on them. Don't lie. Yeah, you're trying. I know it's a lot of work. That's another thing. You know, there's a lot of work involved in doing all these videos. So if you can give a thumbs up, that'd be great. That would be great. And please forgive her and bear with her on the comments. All right, Mary. So with that,
Guys.
we thank you for watching, and we'll talk at you later. Love you.